Hello and welcome. My name is Charlene Smith and we are here today to preview the game that is taking place at the Emirates Stadium, Arsenal versus Lyon. Welcome to all of you. Thank you so much for joining this live stream. I'm so excited to speak to you guys and get your thoughts ahead of the game. Now, as we do know, the starting 11 is in already for today's fixture. And I can say that Arsenal's starting 11 is as follows. So we've got Raya in goal. We've got a back four of White, Saliba, Gabriel, and Zinchenko. We've got a midfield of Partey, Rice, Odegaard, and we've got a front three of Saka, Martinelli, and Havertz. On the bench, we've got Ramsdale, Setford, Calafiori, Heaven, Lewis Skelly, Nichols, Kivior, Jorginho, Nelson, Wanyeri, Trossard, Jesus, and Nketiah. So that is the starting 11 and the bench for today's fixture. I am happy with that starting 11. As you can see, Mikel Arteta has gone for a nice, strong start, which is what I am expecting to see. It's, the Premier League is starting in a week's time, so we may as well just prepare ourselves, give the players the minutes that they need to ensure that they are sharp, match fit, and ready ahead of the start of the Premier League season. Now, the main name that I was looking out for on that starting 11 and the bench is our new signing, Calafiori. I didn't mind whether he started or whether he's on the bench. We can see that he is on the bench, which I am really excited about. And I want to see him get some minutes today. The fact that he is on the bench, says to me he will be getting some minutes. So I'm really, really excited to see what he is going to bring to this Arsenal team. Thank you so much to you guys for joining. Big up to Craig saying liked and subscribe. Big up to Elliot saying, hello, Charlene, I have liked the stream. Thank you so much. You guys just know what time it is because you know that J1 Johnson is going to be here and he's going to be telling you all to like this video. So thank you so much for doing that already. Big up to Kai, who is a Spurs fan. Big up to Charlotte Smalls, who is a West Ham fan and a regular here on the channel, saying big up my girl Charlene, liked the stream. Big up to you. Big up to J1 Johnson. Hello, Charlene. I hope you have had a beautiful Sunday morning. Hello to you. I have had a wonderful Sunday morning. I hope you guys have as well. The weather over here in the UK is absolutely stunning. I mean, it's like 26 degrees today. You guys know that we don't get that much sunshine in London. So the moment you do get some, you just have to appreciate and honor it. So yeah, it's been a lovely, bright start. And I'm hoping my day is going to get even brighter when we get the win against Lyon. Here is J1 telling you guys to smash the likes, people. Big up to you. Big up to Zach Marsh, another Guna. Hello, Charlene. Hope you're well. I am well, thank you. How are you guys all doing? How is everyone feeling? Big up to Oliver, who is an Aston Villa fan. I must say, I am loving the diversity of the fan base joining us today. Have we got someone from every Premier League club? It almost feels as if we do. So big up to everyone for being a part of this stream. We've got Man City I can't get my word out. Man City fan here, John Smith, saying Blue Moon. Big up to you. Thank you for joining. Another regular on the channel. We got a Liverpool fan here, Michael Gill. Liverpool are winning the quadruple. Inject it. They definitely ain't. Charlene, there is still 45 minutes to go until the stream and you have already hit 15 likes. Amazing. That's before the stream even started. Thank you so much, guys, for supporting. I appreciate you all. Big up to Ashoke saying, morning, Charlene. How are you? I'm amazing. How are you? Ashoke is a Chelsea fan. We've almost got we've got probably like half the Premier League a fan from almost half the Premier League clubs joining us today. Yo, what's up or what's up? What's up to you? How are you doing? We've even got a Leicester City fan, Rennie B, who is a regular. I'm amazing. How are you? So there isn't going to be a watch along today for the simple fact that I need to watch the game on my laptop. So I will come back and do a post-match show. So we'll have a preview and we'll have a post-match show. That is the plan for today's schedule. Long hair, Charles is back. Love it. Makes you beautiful. Oh, thank you. I did actually wash my hair yesterday. I must say, I feel like a whole new woman. I just love like having fresh, clean hair. Yes, post-match show for sure. Arsenal forever. You guys, you just always want to get me to sing. That's what it is. Right, I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom. Makes it a little bit easier to stay up to date with you, what you guys are saying. So if I've missed anything, you may just need to repost it. But guys, get active in the comments. Let me know how you are feeling against this game against Lyon. I need to make sure that my words are making sense. I think I'm so excited to be here and so excited to speak to you guys. I'm just not getting my words out right today. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to today's game. I'm happy with that starting 11. I feel like we're just sort of gearing up for the season ahead, you know, starting strong with how we intend to play, you know, strong and solid throughout the season. Guys, as well, whether you're an Arsenal fan or not, who wants to see Calafiori get some minutes today? I must say that is one player who I really want to see. Like, we need to be seeing him. We do know that there is a couple of ex-players, ex-Arsenal players who now play for Lyon, the likes of Lacazette and Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Lacazette, I don't believe, will feature today because he's playing in the Olympics. But we may see the return of Maitland-Niles, and I'm sure he'll get a nice warm reception at the Emirates Stadium like Granit Xhaka did. Big up to AFC Max saying, can't wait to see Calafiori, fellow countrymen, also Australian. Big up to AFC Max, who is Italian. Big up to all of our Italian family and Australian. Are you based over in Australia? And yep, you sound just as excited as I am to see Calafiori get some minutes. Big up to Levan J, who I believe is a Newcastle fan from memory, saying 3-0 win today for the mighty Gunners. Come on. Are you a Newcastle fan? I'm pretty sure Levan J. I remember your name from the streams. And for some reason, I'm thinking you're a Newcastle fan. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yes, a 3-0 win will be amazing. It will be a great way to just sort of go into the new Premier League season with that winning mentality, that clean sheet, and be able to score some goals. Calafiori is bringing the cornetos today. Big up to Michael, who is an Arsenal fan as well. Ashake is just putting a disclaimer out there. Let's make sure that no simps in the chat. That may be a bit hard because we know we get simps in the chat every single stream, but you know, it's all love, it's all part of the banter. Michael saying, I see Osman is looking to leave. Yes, that is the rumors. What are you guys saying? Who do you want to get in? First of all, is it vital that Arsenal get a striker in this transfer window? What is your opinion? Do you feel like Arsenal really need to get a striker now? We need to get a striker in now, especially with the chances that Eddie Nketiah may be leaving as well to go off to Marseille. How crucial is it for Arsenal to get a striker? And if we don't, do you think we can win the league without getting, you know, an out-and-out number? Well, we know Jesus is number 9, but a striker, someone who we know is going to play every game unless, you know, there's a circumstance as to why he can't, you know, injury or illness or whatever. But do we need that striker? You know, like how Man City's got their Haaland. Do we need that striker who we know we're going to put out there and he's going to score us goals? In my opinion, I feel like we do. If I'm just being brutally honest, I don't feel like Jesus is that clinical all of the time. We know that Eddie Nketiah is potentially on his way out of the club. We have got Kai Havertz, who does play that position and is able to score goals and definitely has an impact. But do we need someone else? Hassan is saying, yes, we need a striker, which I agree with you also. If we don't get a striker, forget the league, says Roddy Ranks. That is exactly what I'm saying. Sean Will was saying the market for a striker is not there. I'm going to come back to that. Striker is needed, maybe Tony's. Now, just going back to this comment saying that the market is not there. I mean, there are a few potential strikers that we can get in. Ivan Toney, for example, he's a striker that we have been looking at for some time. I believe his value has now decreased as well. I know Brentford was expecting over the odds for him. The fact that, you know, he is Premier League proven, he's an England international, he's able to score goals, he can deliver. He's at a good age, you know. I feel like he's sort of at his prime, but I do believe that his price tag has gone down. So now would be a good time to buy him. He's in the last year of his contract, I believe, at Brentford, and then he becomes a free agent. So I feel like now will be a good time to sign him. Osman is another striker as well. And, you know, when we look at a team like Tottenham, they went out there and they managed to get Solanke. They paid quite a hefty price for him, but they managed to get a striker in. Why can Arsenal, who is a much better club, I ain't throwing no digs either, just stating facts, who is a much better club, why can't we go out there and get a striker as well? So the market is there if you utilize it and if you're willing to spend some money. Rennie B is saying, I believe Tony is going to Saudi Arabia League. I mean, if you've got the option to play for a club like Arsenal, if Arsenal still want him, and Saudi, I think it's a bit of a no-brainer as to which club you would choose. Let me know, guys, as well. Who is the striker that you want to see come to Arsenal? And what do you think the chances are? I mean, I feel like we will get a striker in. I'm hoping we will. I'm praying we will. Big up to Mr. AG, who's just reminding us that it's Arsenal versus Lyon playing in today's friendly at the Emirates Stadium. Shout out to everyone as well who is at the Emirates Stadium. Kickoff is in 31 minutes. I did actually want to be at that game. Unfortunately, I'm not. So I will be watching the game from the comfort of my home. But today is like a fantastic and beautiful day to go and be at the Emirates Stadium, see the team, hopefully see Calafiori get some minutes as well, and, you know, get a nice win. Big up to Kelechi, who is a Manchester United fan. And if you are a regular on this channel, then you all know exactly who Kelechi is, saying good afternoon, beautiful. Good afternoon to you as well. Iron like a lion in Zion. We've got like some poets in the chat as well. Kelechi, the goat has arrived. I do love it. You guys make me laugh. I'm seeing a couple of 3-0 Arsenal wins as score predictions. Let me know what your score predictions are as well. Do put it up in the chats. We are getting Zaha plus Greece forwards. Is Zaha, is he linked with a move to Leicester City? I did actually hear rumours, you know, about him, you know, sort of coming back from Turkey. I didn't know he was linked to Leicester City. How are you feeling about that? I mean, we was linked to Zaha a few times in the past. I feel like he is a great player. Not sure. Well, I wasn't really following his journey too much while he was over in Turkey. Is anyone an Arsenal member on the website? If anyone can help Michael out, do get active in the chat. And, you know, we're a community. Let's help each other out. Rennie B is just confirming that, yeah, Zaha is linked, as well as some Greece forwards, to Leicester City. But I'm feeling really confident about today's game. I'm feeling really excited. I feel like it's going to be an exciting day at the Emirates Stadium. I do feel like we are going to be able to score some goals. I feel like this is a good opportunity as well for the players who are starting, who are playing, to really prove themselves to Mikel Arteta as to why they should start in that first game against Wolves, the first Premier League game of the season against Wolves. This is a great opportunity for them to say, look, I need to be on that starting 11. We do know, you know, the qualities that a lot of our players do possess. And it will be good as well for Mikel Arteta to just see where each individual player is at mentally as well as physically ahead of the game against Wolves. Obviously, it's pre-season. Is there anyone who feels like there's a player on the starting 11 who should not be playing? And when I ask, that's not because they're not good enough or whatever. Maybe it's because they are a regular player and maybe you don't want them to get injured or anything like that. Is there anyone in particular who you feel like, well, perhaps shouldn't start this game? Get active in the chats, let us know. Or is there anyone on the bench who you feel like, actually, this player should have really started in today's game? Why aren't they starting? So just while you guys are putting those comments in the chat, I am going to give you a reminder of who the starting 11 is for today's game against Lyon in the Emirates Cup. So the starting 11 is as follows: Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko. Then we have a midfield of Partey, Rice, Odegaard. Then we've got our front three of Saka, Martinelli, Havertz. How are you guys all feeling about that? And do give a little bit of an explanation if you can. Keros is saying, Zinchenko, get rid respectfully. What is your reasoning behind that? We do know that Zinchenko has been given a new shirt number. He is number 17. So I don't think he'll be going anywhere anytime soon. I can understand the mixed opinions over Zinchenko. For me personally, I feel like he is a much better suited player in the midfield as opposed to playing in that left back position. So my opinion is I wouldn't get rid of him. I would play him in a different position, in a position where he is at his strongest, which is in the midfield. I just don't feel like I feel like he's a bit of a liability sometimes when he plays in that left back position. And we need to keep our defense tight. That is my opinion. Let me know what yours is, Keros. We do know as well that Zinchenko did score in that previous friendly as well. So yeah, let's give him a bit of credit for that. Chelsea are playing Inter Milan in a pre-season friendly. I did actually see that. So that game is being played at Chelsea's home ground, Stamford Bridge. Michael is saying, I think Jesus should have started. Jesus needs the pressure. Yeah, and you know what? He does need the pressure. And he does need to try and be, a bit more clinical. We did see him score the other day. However, I feel like we need to see a bit more from him. So I guess a game like today would be a good opportunity for him to get them minutes, against a good opposition as well. So I can see where you are coming from there. Zach is saying Wanyeri should start. Did you give a reason for that as well? And then send him out on loan to gain some experience. I feel like this is, a really good chance as well to start someone like Ethan Wanyeri, who we know is a young, bright prospect for Arsenal. I feel like if he was to start, I do actually agree with you. He did look really good in the other friendly that he played. He was really sharp when he came on. He looked really hungry. And he did look like great quality. So I feel like starting in the game today would be very beneficial for him. And if he could go out on a loan move, maybe to like a championship side or something to get that consistency of minutes as well, maybe a season-long loan and come back, I feel like he has got a very, very bright future ahead of him at Arsenal. So yeah, it would be great. And, he isn't starting, but it'd be great to see Wanyeri get some minutes for sure. He needs it. Odegaard is changing to 10, I heard. What is your thoughts on that? We do know that Emile Smith-Rowe is now at Fulham. So I guess it would make sense to give Martin Odegaard the number 10 shirt. How do you guys feel about that? Zach is saying Zinchenko is good in midfield, but Arteta doesn't play him there. So for me, get rid of him. Okay, I get what you're saying. Now that we've got Calafiori in, we've got Timber, who we know isn't amongst the team today because it has been reported that he has got an injury where it seems that he can't put pressure on his foot. I mean, I understand that because I've got a similar injury as well where I cannot put pressure on my foot either. For me, I mean, I don't know exactly the diagnosis that Timber has got, or the injury that he has sustained. But for me, with my injury, I'm expected to be out 6 to 8 weeks. So the fact that Timber cannot, this is what we're hearing, but it's difficult for him to put pressure on his foot. How long is he going to be out for? That is the big question. I am excited to see him return, excited to see him play. In the meantime, we have got Calafiori. So we have got options that we can play in that left back position. We've got Kivior as well. I know he's been linked with a move out of the club. So we have got options. So, if Zinchenko can sort of play in that midfield as opposed to left back, we've got left back options. I do love it. Lend Timber your boot, Charlene. I mean, Timber, if you're the same size as me, I'm a small. If you want to come and borrow my boot, borrow my crutches. Actually, that sounded so wrong. Let me rephrase that. If you want to borrow my boot, then, I'm happy to lend it to you so you could get back fit, ready, and back on the field. What is your score prediction for Arsenal versus Lyon? Do you know what? I'm feeling quite optimistic today. My understanding is Lyon, they need to tighten up a bit defensively. They're not a team who I feel is going to sort of hold possession of the ball. I feel like we are going to dominate this game. I feel like we are going to score goals. I feel like we are going to be tight defensively. I'm saying 4-0 to Arsenal. That is my score prediction for today. The day's just going to get brighter. So 4-0 is what I'm saying. Michael is saying 6-0. I mean, that will be amazing. I would love to see us get a 6-0 win. What else are you saying? Charlene, do you use a Normatec? I don't use that. Do you use it? Can you elaborate a bit more what that is? Timber is the new Reece James, Charlene. Oh, please do not say that. No, Charlotte, that is not what I'm trying to hear. Like, we do know that Reece James is a good player. He's quality, but he seems to struggle a lot with injuries. We don't want that. That is not what I'm trying to hear. I'm going to speak some positivity out there on Yuri and Timber. He's going to be, once he overcomes this injury, he's going to be fit, he's going to be well, and he's going to play. He's going to be available to play throughout the whole of this season. Like, once he's back, he's going to be available. He ain't going to be hit with no more injuries. That is what I'm saying. I'm putting that energy out there. Lloydie Ranks is saying 3-0 to Arsenal. Rennie B saying 3-0 to Arsenal. I'm assuming it is. Reece James is the second best right back when fit. Yeah, I understand that, but the first thing I thought was injuries. So, yep, Timber is probably going to be the best left back, and he's a versatile player, and he's going to remain fit. That is exactly what I'm saying. What else are you guys saying? So, Lloydie Ranks, just going back to the rumor on Odegaard getting the number 10 shirt. Personally, if it was my choice, the 10 shirt would have been retired. But yeah, okay, that is your opinion. Okay. And I can understand why you wouldn't retire it, but I guess it's nice also to see, other players wear the shirt as well. A player who gave Arsenal problems in the past. Can't remember who you're referring to. Oh, yes! Ben Rama. How can I forget? Ben Rama is actually a Lyon player as well. He signed, it was this transfer window, I believe, that Ben Rama signed, who, yes, he did give Arsenal a few issues. Before going to West Ham, he was actually a Brentford player as well. So, yeah, let's see what Ben Rama's saying. I forgot about him. And, oh, yeah, they may not have Lacazette, but we do know that Ben Rama can also score goals. I'm digging Calafiori much. I think it's the hair. I love it. At least Michael's being honest. He wants to see Calafiori, and he's also in love with his hair. I think a lot of us, I know Charlotte for sure, is in love with Calafiori's hair. So hopefully he could get that beautiful hair out on the pitch in this glistening sunshine today and show us some great football. That is what I'm saying. Tyrone Stephen is saying Zinchenko is a good player, but he's not good defensively. I prefer him in the midfield role. I think we are all pretty much on the same wavelength, with that one, that Zinchenko is a good player, but his best position is actually in the midfield as opposed to being in that left back position. Do excuse me, guys. You guys know, like, I'm getting over my cold. I did say the other day I was a bit unwell. You guys probably heard it in my voice. I'm just drinking some lemon water. Do excuse me and allow me to take a few sips. Keros is saying he can't defend. Mikel won't play him in midfield. Let's see. You just never know. 100% agree, Charlene. He's not a left back. So I think we are all on the same length that, Zinchenko's strongest position is in the midfield. He is a good player, but play him in the position where he thrives the most. Big up to James, who is saying greetings to you all from Nairobi, Kenya. Big up to you, James, and big up to all of our family over in Nairobi, Kenya. Sending lots of love to you all. Xander is feeling really confident about today's game and is predicting an Arsenal 7-0 win. Boy, I would love to see that. I reckon Jesus, Saka, double goals. I mean, that would be great to see Jesus, especially just for his confidence and everything, to see him, score a brace. That'd be amazing. So I would love to see that. We do know that our star boy, Bukayo Saka, he just delivers each and every time. I want to know your opinions as well. Do you feel like Saka should start in today's game? For me, I'm going to give you my thoughts on that. For me personally, I am okay with seeing Saka play in today's game. Reason being is, he plays in every single Premier League game. He plays in the Champions League. He's an England international. He plays non-stop football. He was also playing in the Euros as well. But the reason why I don't mind seeing Saka play in today's game is because we just need to keep him ticking. So he did play in the Euros. He did have a break. He did have a little holiday, and now he's back. So I feel like today will be, I don't want to see him play the full 90. I don't feel like that is necessary, but I feel like it is good for him to play in today's game to get that match sharpness. I mean, we do know he's sharp. We do know he has got quality, but just to keep him fit. So I feel like today is a good day for him to play, for him to feature. I don't want to see him play the full 90, but let him get some minutes, then let him have a break and prepare for the start of the season, which we know is going to be a busy season with a lot of pressure and everything. So I'm happy with Saka starting in today's game. And who is it that's playing over on that left-hand side? Let me just quickly get a reminder. It is actually Martinelli starting as well. Again, same as Saka. I think it's good that Martinelli is starting as well for him to get that match sharpness. Let me just see something. Vieira, is he on the bench? Ramsdale's where's Vieira? Raya White-Sleeper, Sapati Rice. There's no Vieira. Where's Fabio? He's not on the starting 11 and he's not on the bench. Has anyone heard any rumours regarding Fabio Vieira? Because I cannot see his name. Hope it isn't an injury. We do know that he did have an injury when we first signed him. I hope that is not injury related at all. 14 minutes left until Arsenal do kick off. Saka done now. What a legend. We know Saka is a legend. Levan J. Fabio got a hip injury. What? This is not what I'm trying to hear. Mate, I'm wishing him a well and speedy recovery. Like, I am not trying to hear any more injuries. Like, I don't want this. I just want us to have a nice, fully fit squad. And I mean, it is inevitable that, you are going to be faced with injuries, but this is annoying. Charlene, what are your thoughts on Somerville? He was Leeds United Player of the Year. I feel like Somerville is a good player. When we was playing against Leeds as well, he was a player to sort of look out for. I feel like he has got some really good qualities and he does possess a bit of a threat. So I feel like Somerville is a good player for sure. Um, Big up to Richie Royal Productions. Check from Jamaica. Big up to you, Richie. It was great to meet you when I was over in Jamaica. Thank you for joining the stream. And big up to everyone over in Jamaica as well. Charlene, West Ham have signed Somerville. I mean, how are you feeling about that, Charlotte? I feel like that is a great addition. I know you guys have signed a number of players. I feel like that is a good addition to West Ham, and West Ham are looking like a team to be looking out for as well. Henry saying, I don't know how to watch the match. Please, I need help. So the match for today is being shown on arsenal.com. So if you want to see today's game, it's arsenal.com. Head over there to see today's match. Did you watch the Community Shield chart? I did. So where's that United fan? Michael. Sorry, not Michael. Kalechi, who was, feeling really confident, like, yeah, we're going to smoke Man City 6-0. It was actually quite an interesting game, wasn't it? It was 0-0 for some time, and then Man U managed to score a goal. City get an equaliser, and then win on penalties. I mean, that was actually, a good game to watch. Did you guys watch it also? Okay, I'm not sure what that is. I'm not even going to be promoting it like that. How's your foot going? And I pray you'll be stronger than before. Do you know, my foot is actually making good progress. The swelling has gone down, although I do still have some swelling. The pain has eased down, although there is still some pain present. But I am feeling like it's making progress. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. Thank you for Artsin as well. And thank you to everyone as well for sending your well wishes for Artsin, for just showing interest and just showing love in my foot and my well-being. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, my foot is making progress, and I really do hope that I do come back stronger. Actually, I will come back stronger. And I can feel, on a daily basis that I am gaining more strength. So I will be back soon. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to be able to do the simple things like going for a nice walk, to being able to train, do some Pilates, do some yoga, lift some heavy ass weights. That's what I'm looking forward to doing. But yeah, I'm making good progress. So yeah, I guess this just helps me to understand a bit more how the players may feel when they are faced with injuries and can't be amongst the team. So yeah, it gives me a better understanding, when I'm watching and analyzing games and situations and things like that. So yeah. Big up to Richie Royal saying no marathon for you anytime soon. Get well quicker. Oh, thank you, Richie. Unfortunately, not. I'm not going to be able to participate in any marathons. I was actually scheduled to be running in the Big Half Marathon in London, which is taking place on the 1st of September. I was meant to be running in that, and I was trying to, get a personal best as well. But obviously, I'm not going to be able to run. So yes, no marathon plans as of yet until I'm back fit and strong. And then, yeah, I'm going to have to start looking into some marathons then. But thank you so much for your well wishes. I do appreciate it. Do you know it was Silva's birthday yesterday? Yes, I do know it was Silva's birthday yesterday, and he did manage to score a goal as well to bring Man City back into the game. So happy belated birthday to Bernardo Silva. Xander's saying Arsenal need to buy Raheem Sterling. I mean, Sterling is a great player, great qualities. We see that, the minutes that he does get in that Chelsea team, he does, manage to deliver, and he scores some banging goals. So I guess to sort of have Sterling as an option on the wing, I mean, that would be a good option. Anyone else who is interested in Raheem Sterling coming to Arsenal? Michael's asking, would you buy Mudryk? I know we have actually been linked to Mudryk again. Pedro now has, I believe that deal's done, signed and delivered now. That Pedro Neto has been bought by Chelsea. So Mudryk. Any other Arsenal fans interested in Mikhailo Mudryk? I mean, obviously he didn't sort of have the best season at Chelsea, but just like Kai Havertz, when you sort of look at that whole Chelsea team, there are good players on the Chelsea team. And I just personally, I mean, I'm not a Chelsea fan, so I'm not watching them inside out. But from what I see, their players are just not utilized. They are some good players, but they're just not utilized. I don't know. They just don't seem to be able to get the best out of the quality of the players. So you look at Kai Havertz, for example, who was amongst that Chelsea team, not really delivering or anything like that. And then he comes to Arsenal, where, you've got a good manager, where you've got a good fan base. Arsenal have got a lot of qualities, and Arsenal have been able to completely transform Kai Havertz. When Kai came to us, he was really low on confidence. You could see there was no belief in himself. Whereas look at him now. So the work that the Arsenal team have done on Kai Havertz, they've completely transformed him as a player. So someone like Mikhailo Mudryk, if he was to come to Arsenal, I do feel like the coaching team, the management team, and everyone else would be able to transform and work with a player like that and get the best out of him. We've seen it happen already. So, if that was a signing that we were to make, I do feel like we have got the quality to be able to, bring out the best. But what are you guys saying about Mudryk? Mudryk got skills, definitely. So Michael sounds like he has got an interest. Charlene, Havertz was good. I would have actually kept him. Oh, Elliot is a Chelsea fan, for anyone asking. So yeah, he is good. And I mean, we're seeing it now. We're seeing it in Arsenal. It's not just about the player as an individual. There's the background work as well, which plays a huge part of what the players can deliver on the pitch. If you're being coached in the right way, then you're going to deliver to a better standard. It's just like, if you are in another profession, if you've got a good team behind you and that right support and that guidance, you're going to deliver to a good high standard. And that is what Kai Havertz is getting. Didn't understand the Havertz hate amongst our fan base. Yeah, I guess as well with fans, they just want quick results. They want to see a player go out there and deliver 100% of the time. But we know in reality that that's not going to happen. There's going to be good games. There's going to be bad games. There's going to be times when you're playing at your very best, you're delivering. And there's going to be times where you're just not at your best. But it's just about understanding players as individuals and just not forgetting that they are actually human beings. But I'm happy that Havertz is now an Arsenal player, that he's settled, he's delivered, he's happy, he's high on confidence, and he's shining really bright. Mudryk as well. Hell no, after he snaked us for Chelsea. I can understand your frustration, Lloydie. I can totally understand your opinion and your reasoning behind that. I guess the thing to understand as well is we don't know the ins and outs of what happens, when these deals are taking place, when the transfers are going ahead. We don't know the talks that are happening. We don't know what the expectations are. We don't know what the players' needs are. We don't know the plans of the club, the plans of the player. We don't know the fine details. So, we don't know why he said, okay, I'll go to this team as opposed to this one. I guess we don't know the ins and outs, but I can understand your frustration for sure. Big up Richie Royal saying Mudryk can stay. really just don't see him doing good at Arsenal. Okay, yep. Richie doesn't feel like Mudryk will do well at Arsenal. Do you feel like Mikel and his coaching team could, you know, get the best out of him and he could fit into that system and that style of play that Mikel Arteta likes to play? Do you not see him being able to be a part of that at all? Let us know, Richie. Big up to Raging Demon, who is another regular, saying, "Man, I want no Mudryk, bun that." Straight up, he's just saying, "No Mudryk is what he wants." I'm a Chelsea fan. Need to sell the whole team. Wait. Oh, I was about to say, wait. I thought you was a Leicester City fan. In my opinion, do you know what? I am a bit more of an older lady, not too old. So I am learning like these shortcuts. So IMO, in my opinion, Chelsea need to sell the whole team. I mean, there's going to be a lot of players that Chelsea will need to sell in order to be doing that. I mean, they are selling a lot of players, but also bringing some in as well. So yeah. Um, Sup, my G. Chelsea have two teams at the moment. Literally, guys, it's literally 2 minutes until kickoff. So I'm going to try and whiz through as many of these comments as possible. And I'm coming off literally in 1 minute. Big up to Richie Royal saying Dijon Richards would be a better pick from Chelsea to Arsenal. Big up to Richie on that as well. Elliot Connor saying, Charlene, I think Sterling would have been a great signing for you guys 2 to 3 years ago, but not that I don't think he's a bad player, but I don't think he's suitable for Arsenal now. Okay, we respect your opinion on that. All right, guys, literally 1 minute. I'm just going to go to the bottom of the comments. All right, which is this one here. Sorry, I've just had to quickly just race through because I am going to start signing off. What's your prediction today? So I am actually going to end on this comment. My prediction for today's game is a 4-0 Arsenal win. Guys, I am going to sign out because I need to see the game too. So, yeah, enjoy the match. I will be back after the game to speak to you guys some more, get your thoughts on the game and everything. So enjoy the match and I'll see you after the game. Thank you so much for joining. I'm Charlene Smith and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye for now.